Subscribe this channel for more videos and press the bell icon for latest updates. Hello guys, what's going on? This is Arjun, and in the previous video you guys had seen the unboxing of this phone. Today let's see what this phone can do. This is a 128GB black model. Let's first see the settings of this phone. As you guys can see in the about, I have 114GB available out of 128GB after installing 32 applications and capturing 98 photos. This phone is currently running on iOS 11.4.1. To go back, you can also use this gesture from left to right. This phone can be easily used one-handed but not iPhone 7 Plus. Let's first see the display and brightness setting. In display and brightness setting, you can set the brightness of the phone. Below this you can turn on night shift, which gives the yellow tint to the screen. After that we get the raise to wake feature, which automatically lights up the screen when you raise your phone. We also get two type of display settings. One is standard, in which you get the normal size icons and menus, and the other one is zoomed view, in which you get the large icons and menus. I personally like this standard view, so I'm setting this my default display setting. We get ringtones and vibration in sound and haptics. We get this new vibration called synchronized in iPhone 7. When you enable this vibration, the Apple Taptic Engine produces vibration similar to your ringtone. After that we get the Siri and search setting, in which you can turn Siri on and off, or you can change the language of the Siri. Now you can use the Siri to control your apps. In iPhone 7 we get the second generation of the Touch ID, which is 2 times faster than the iPhone 6s Touch ID. Now let's test the Touch ID. The Touch ID scans your finger in 2 steps. First it scans the front side of the finger. After that it scans the edge of the finger. As you guys can see, the Touch ID is really 2 times faster than the first generation Touch ID. But after iOS 9, Apple removed the slide to unlock. Now you have to press the home button to unlock the phone. But you can change this setting inside accessibility by turning on rest finger to open. After turning this setting on, you can unlock your phone without pressing the home button. Below the home button setting, we get the 3D touch setting, in which you can change the sensitivity of the 3D touch and live test the sensitivity down here. Or you can completely turn off 3D touch by turning off this switch. By turning on reachability, you can bring down the top screen by double tapping on the home button. Reachability helps you to easily use your phone one-handed. In iOS 11, you can see the health and uses of the battery by going into this battery setting. You can see the total capacity of the battery in the battery health, and here you can see the uses of the battery by each app in the last 24 hours. And at the bottom you can see the time since last full charge. In iOS 11, Apple also redesigned the control center. Now you can also customize the control center. By 3D touching on any control, you can reveal more features of that control, like you can increase the intensity of the flashlight. To add more controls, you have to click on this customize control, and after this you can add any control by pressing this plus button. As you guys can see now, these two newly added controls are visible in control center. You can also delete the control by pressing this minus icon, or you can align the control by holding and dragging these 3 horizontal lines on the right. By going into the music setting, you can also change the equalizer of the music player by selecting any of the available option, but for now I'm turning the equalizer off. In camera setting, first we get the preserve setting option in which you can save the camera settings. After that we get the grid option. By turning this grid on, we'll create a grid in the camera app which in turn help you to align the image. After this we get the scan QR code option to scan the QR codes through the camera. In this phone you can record videos from 720p HD to 4K resolution. You can also record 1080p full HD video at 60 frames per second. You can also record slow motion video from 1080p at 120 fps to 720p at 240 fps. In iOS 11 we get two codecs, one is high efficiency and the other one is most compatible. For more details about these codecs, you can check my iPhone 7 Plus review video by clicking on the top right corner link. On the front side of the phone, we get the 7 megapixel f2.2 aperture camera followed by the speaker and the earpiece, and below we get the capacitive home button. On the back side of the phone, we get the 12 megapixel f1.8 aperture camera followed by the noise cancellation mic and a quad LED dual tone flash. The back side of the phone is made from aluminum, and on this side we get the volume up down button and a silent switch. On the bottom we get the mic, lightning port and a speaker. On this side we get the power button and a SIM slot. This phone is also water and dust resistant. Now let's see what we get in the camera app. Here on the top we get the live photo option. Clicking on this will enable the live photo. Followed by the timer on the right side. You can set the timer to 3 or 10 seconds. Then we get the filter option. Clicking on this will reveal the different effects on the bottom. On the left side of the live photo we get the HDR option which you can set to on, off and auto. On the left side of the HDR we get the option to turn flashlight on or off. Here on the bottom we can change the camera mode. Right now it is set to photo. On the left side of the photo we get the video mode followed by the slow motion mode and a time lapse mode. On the right side of the photo we get the square mode and a panorama mode. These are some photos taken from the rear camera of this phone. As you can see, the color and the focus is perfect in these photos.
Sometimes when you're here, I can feel no doubt, 'cause you keep me where the stars are bound. It doesn't really matter, 'cause you're here with me now. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter, 'cause you're here with me now. It doesn't really matter.
Also, the low light photos taken from this phone are perfect. This photo is taken from the front camera of this phone. This is the 4K video of this phone, which is shot at 30 frames per second. As you guys can see, the focus capability of this phone is also very good.
Sometimes when you're here, I can feel no doubt.
We also get the optical image stabilization in this phone, which is commonly known as OIS, in which camera also moves when you move the phone. OIS helps us to shoot the stabilized videos. As you can see in this video, the shake was very less when there was a speed breaker on the road. Now this is not a physical home button anymore, but when you press the capacitive home button, it feels like a physical home button. You can also change the vibration intensity of this button by going into settings, and you can also live test at the same time. In the first option, the vibration is minimal, in second option vibration is medium, and in the last option the vibration is strong, which feels like a real home button. You can also increase the battery life by restricting the background app refresh to Wi-Fi only, or you can turn off the background app refresh for each app. Turn off the background app refresh for apps that doesn't need background refresh or less important for you. You can also use 3D touch to open multitasking view. Just hard press on the left edge of the phone or swipe towards right to switch between apps. When you 3D touch on the settings app, you get the shortcuts to different settings, like you can directly open Wi-Fi setting. You get different shortcuts when you 3D touch on the other apps. This is the music app of this phone. I will create a separate video for how to add songs to this app. You can also view the lyrics of the song in Apple Music. This phone has 4.7-inch Retina display with a resolution of 750 by 1334 pixels. The display quality of this phone is also very good. We also get stereo speakers in this phone. One is here up at the top near earpiece, and the other one is down here right next to the lightning port. This is the clock app of this phone. Here we have the timer. You also get the haptic feedback from the Apple Taptic Engine when you set the timer by rotating these controls. Below we get the world clock, alarm, stopwatch, etc. This phone has Apple A10 quad-core processor out of 2 are high-performance cores and 2 are high-efficiency cores. This phone also contains the Apple 6-core GPU. This phone comes with 1960 mAh lithium polymer battery, which provides 5 to 6 hours of runtime on 4G network. Right now Apple Maps are not efficient, but I want to show you one cool feature in which you can turn 2D map into 3D map by clicking on this 3D button. You can view the 3D view by swiping 2 fingers up and down like this. When you move the buildings, it feels like you are actually viewing the buildings from the sky. Apple also provides some extra pre-installed applications in the phone. First we have the iMovie. As this app is opened for the first time, that's why it is taking longer to open, so don't worry. You can use this app to edit and join video clips. Next we get the GarageBand. You can use this app to compose sound. We get different type of music instruments in this app. You can check out all the instruments in the spare time. All the instruments in this app work like actual instruments, so you can also use this app to learn these instruments. For now I don't know how to play these instruments, so I'm closing this app. Now we get the Apple Pages, which is similar to the Microsoft Word. You can do everything in this app like you do in the MS Word. You can also convert the keyboard into touchpad by 3D touching on the keyboard. By clicking on this icon, you can convert the keyboard into one-handed keyboard. You can also change the keyboard by clicking on this globe icon like this emoji keyboard. Next we get the Apple Keynote, which is similar to the Microsoft PowerPoint. You can use this app to create presentations. Right now I can't show you the full demo of these apps, but if you want I can create a separate video covering all the extra Apple apps. At last we get the Apple Numbers, which is similar to the Microsoft Excel. You can use this app to create sheets like MS Excel. So guys, that's all for this video. If you like this video, then give thumbs up, and want more videos like this in the future, then subscribe this channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Until then, that's been it. Talk to you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching.